Get ready, sports fans. We've got blockbuster matchups, shocking player stats, and a playoff race heating up. The Golden State Warriors are clashing with the New York Knicks in a high-stakes NBA showdown. Plus, find out if the Warriors can survive a brutal East Coast trip, as Steph Curry's return looms. And we've got the inside scoop on how to catch all the action between the Knicks and the Warriors. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
This NBA clash is heating up. The Golden State Warriors are facing off against the New York Knicks, and our experts have crunched the numbers for you. This game matters as both teams are in crucial parts of their season, with the Warriors looking to climb out of a slump and the Knicks aiming to solidify their standing. We're diving deep into the stats, odds, and team news that could decide the outcome. Looking at recent form, the Warriors have stumbled, dropping 4 straight, most recently a home loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Players like Brandon Podziemski have been putting up strong numbers, but it hasn't been enough to secure wins. On the other side, the New York Knicks have been on a winning streak, taking down the Indiana Pacers with stellar performances from Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby. Historically, the Warriors have had the edge in head-to-head matchups, winning the last 3 against the Knicks and 7 of the last 10 overall. However, recent team stats show the Knicks averaging slightly better shooting percentages and a stingier defense. Fans are buzzing about the potential for a high-scoring game, with predictions leaning towards an over 216.5 total points. Analysts are highlighting OG Anunoby as a solid bet for player points and Jalen Brunson for rebounds, given their recent performance trends. Don't go anywhere, because what happens next could change the playoff picture. And in other news, the Warriors' grueling East Coast trip is putting their playoff hopes on the line, with a star player's potential return on the horizon. Get ready for an in-depth look at the player stats that could define the Warriors versus Knicks game. This is where the numbers tell the real story. Understanding these player matchups and team tendencies is key to predicting how this game will unfold, especially when you consider offensive rebounds and three-point shooting. We're breaking down which matchups are favorable for scoring. For instance, opposing PFs have been taking a lot of threes against the Warriors, and the Knicks are strong on offensive boards at home. Players like Gary Payton II have seen a significant boost in their scoring average over the last 10 games, while Brandon Podziemski is also putting up big numbers on the road. On the flip side, the Knicks' pace of play has been slower, and they struggle a bit with three-point shooting and getting to the free throw line, especially against the Warriors. Conversely, the Warriors also have challenges with three-point shooting on the road and face difficulties when opposing SFs try to get to the line against them. These statistical insights are crucial for bettors and fantasy players alike, highlighting potential breakout performances and challenging matchups for key players on both sides. But the drama doesn't stop there. The Warriors are facing a critical stretch that could make or break their season. Next, we're diving into the Warriors' tough road ahead and whether a key player's return could save their playoff hopes. Can the Golden State Warriors stay afloat during this brutal East Coast trip as Steph Curry's return looms large? This journey could define their season. This trip is critical for the Warriors, who are hovering around .500. While teams below them are tanking, Golden State needs wins to avoid the dreaded play-in tournament's 9 versus 10 seed matchup and secure a better playoff position. The Warriors are facing a gauntlet of tough opponents, starting with the third-seeded New York Knicks, followed by a short trip to Washington, D.C., and then a rematch against the Boston Celtics, who are back to full strength. Even without Stephen Curry, who is still recovering from runner's knee, the Warriors aim to climb into the number 7 or number 8 seed. This would give them a better chance in the playoffs, especially with Curry potentially returning. They'll also face Jonathan Kuminga and have a reunion with Klay Thompson. The team is looking to finish the season strong, clean up mental errors, and put themselves in a great position to close out games with Curry set to be reevaluated soon. The team's performance on this trip will heavily influence their playoff seeding and how they enter the postseason, especially with the possibility of Curry rejoining the lineup for crucial upcoming games. Stay tuned, because the stakes are incredibly high for this team. And for those wanting to catch the action, we've got all the details on how to watch the Knicks take on the Warriors. The New York Knicks are back at Madison Square Garden to host the struggling Golden State Warriors, and this matchup has major implications. With the Knicks firmly in third place in the Eastern Conference and their home court a fortress, this game presents a golden opportunity for them against an injury-plagued Warriors squad. The biggest storyline is the absence of Stephen Curry, who is not playing. His incredible 14-1 record at Madison Square Garden is legendary, but his absence makes the Warriors a completely different team. This season, Curry averages 27.2 points, a production level no one on the Warriors roster can match. Golden State has lost 4 consecutive games, sitting at 32-34 and 9th in the Western Conference. In contrast, the Knicks boast a 43-25 record and are a dominant 23-9 at home, with a defense that has been stellar, allowing just 104.2 points per game over their last 10. With key Warriors players out and Curry sidelined, the Knicks are heavily favored to secure a comfortable win in front of a loud MSG crowd. Knicks fans have every reason to be confident, anticipating a strong performance and a victory that solidifies their position in the Eastern Conference standings. Don't miss a second of the action, we've got you covered. And make sure you bookmark Knicks on SI for all the latest news and updates. All right, let's do a quick recap. The Golden State Warriors and New York Knicks went head-to-head in a highly anticipated NBA matchup. We broke down the Warriors' challenging East Coast road trip and the potential impact of Steph Curry's return. And we gave you the inside scoop on how to watch the Knicks versus Warriors game. That's all for today, but don't leave yet. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more exclusive sports insights, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let us know your predictions in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media channels for behind-the-scenes content and more. We'll see you next time.